Yeah, I don't mind mana so much. Personally. Though obviously I prefer it to be limited. I don't like how they did it in Imperator Rome on release with the 4 mana types. And only more 1 mana type actually did anything. Anything useful at least. I agree. Like I like a lot of the abstractions in Imperator. It feels much more fluid and natural than just relying on mana. Yeah, no, I agree with, in that regard. I still like how mana is used in Imperator with political influence at this current moment. Because it's supposed to be like a bottleneck for investment, you know. Obviously, money is also a bottleneck as well, but like still. Well, it is technically for building as well. You build cities within influence. I mean, and also infrastructure. You build infrastructure, which is essentially a way to increase your population capacity percentages with political influence. Also, you can build more buildings by investing political influence. I mean, yeah, it's still used for building things, just not building buildings, just building other things that supplement your buildings. Sneak that guy in. Siege down Caro. Corn. Misread that. Oh shit. Oh my god. Hmm. Well, they shifted a lot of the responsibilities that mana had. Like you used to, like in order to move citizens, you needed to use mana, which was ridiculously expensive and kind of pointless. But it reduced like by shifting, like at least in the when the game was released, by shifting responsibility of certain actions, even the smallest actions like moving slaves, to mana, a type of resource that you essentially couldn't influence in any way. Um, kind of made it so that you didn't actually do a lot of the smaller stuff like moving pops or provincial investments. Or I guess I don't think they had provincial investments back in those days. But if there were provincial investments, you probably wouldn't do it because it'd be too expensive. Um, but now it's a reasonable cost. It's been well balanced. Really, the only issue that I have with mana is that it kind of it restricts you from investing in your economy, because your economy, like if you think about it, mana is a form of economy, right? So you can't really, like in EU4 you can in some way or another invest in it by buying advisors, and I think another investment, as it were. So it's not really an investment, but it's I don't know how else to put it, but you can essentially kick out disinherit heirs that have low stats. So that's one way of investing as well, I guess. But in Imperator, there wasn't really much of a way. But now you can by like giving free hands, bribing your officers. Yeah, I'm not sure if you could do that in release. So I don't quote me on that. But I'm fairly certain you couldn't. Oh yeah. That's a lot of forts. Oh yeah. I think they will. I think they will. Like it really, it's become more apparent in the last couple of weeks that the development studio for Imperator was shifted to Victoria 3 because of their experience, similar experience with a lot of the simulation aspects of Imperator Rome. I mean, honestly, they are the right people, you know, you want for developing Victoria 3, and a lot of the more in-depth population-related stuff, mechanics. I'd like to see how warfare works in Victoria 3. I've heard, I'm not sure, someone mentioned on chat, but I'm not sure if they're right, but they mentioned that warfare isn't something you control. It's AI controlled, but I don't know. I wouldn't know about that. Because if it is, then there's no way you're expanding as like a small nation. Or at least there's no way to fight the bigger nations on the map if you're like that. If you're restricted in terms of warfare. Possibly. I don't know. The whole frontline thing, I'm not so sure about. I think, yeah. Yeah, it's not... I don't think they will do that. I mean, I've seen a lot of people suggest something like that. For, like, Hearts of Iron style warfare. I mean, I wouldn't mind that in a late game, because that kind of makes sense. Like if you're doing the Great War, so that would make sense as a Great War mechanic. But like, I think before then it should be a bit more like EU or Imperator. I gotta say, I really like Imperial Challenge in Imperator. It's my favorite CB. It's the Hoyt. It's the Hearts of Iron style CB. Yeah. I am curious, like, to see how, because if you've got Great War tech and the other person doesn't have Great War tech, how do you, how do you do the warfare then? Yeah, pretty much. Everyone dies. No, actually, everyone on the other side dies because they can't cope. Oops. Oh. Oh, that actually worked. Holy shit. Yeah, no, definitely. No, I agree. Like I said, like one of my favorite CVs in this game is the Imperial Challenge, mainly because it completely changes warfare. I mean, if you use the CV, obviously, it completely changes how warfare works against major nations, because then you can take everything as opposed to just like bits of land using war score. Yeah, definitely agree with how tech should change. Not just warfare. I mean, they even mention like with like railroads and stuff, it completely changes um, how your market works, because you can transfer goods from one end to the next using your railroads. At least in areas where you don't have like connectivity to like rivers and oceans. Like in Russia, in Siberia. Is that it? Oh, low morale. Damn. Cyclades. Oh, fuck. We don't need them, do we? What the fuck? Truce. What? Oh, I guess I fucked that up, I don't know. Doesn't feel like it. Oh, it's just because of how weird some of these wars are. These civil wars. Though I am glad that they mostly fixed civil wars before they like jump ship. How did I avoid a war with the Seleucids? I don't know. I just didn't get a war with the Seleucids. Well, mainly because well, I mean, I guess the way to avoid war with the Seleucids was just to expand really quickly. Like most of this land I took like 30 years ago, 30, 40 years ago. By the time I pretty much wiped out like all of the northern, um, uh, the northern independent nations, the Antigonids had collapsed the Thracians and taken all this land, and I was powerful enough to essentially defeat the Thracians on my own. So, yeah. And that was like the first 5 years of expansion from the start of the game.
pretty good.
Oh, thanks. These guys are ally 21. I hope they ally with Kalimnos. Oh, it was not even just the Civil Wars, right? I think when I was playing as Macedon, because I was trying to get the Antipater's Dream, and I was also just getting used to the new mechanics. Holy sites were the bane of my existence, because especially in Greece, when you have like loads of wars happening down here, you'd have a lot of like decolonized territories. And a lot of those decolonized territories were holy sites. So you couldn't recolonize those holy sites because you can't move slaves out of holy sites or move them into holy sites. So like you're practically stuck with like patches in your land because you can't recolonize any of that, or you couldn't. It was a bit of an oversight. I mean, like as a concept, it was interesting. To kind of like give holy sites a weakness, but yeah, that was a bit of an oversight with the whole decolonization free in Greece. I'm just curious how they didn't spot that though in QA. Like, did they not play in Greece? Oh, the Antigonids. Look, they're they're a client state of Thrace. Oh yeah, definitely no. Greece, without doubt, is the busiest area on the map. It's one of the things that, like, one of the main, I'd say, one of the highly marketed aspects of this game was the whole like dense, extremely dense areas like in Greece. Where you could just like, you could essentially spend like the first 10, 20 years just like in a tiny little territory in the middle of nowhere. Or in the middle of like, or not even in the middle of nowhere, the opposite, like in the middle of like all these other like city-states. Oh, I actually, even just mentioning that, one of my favorite starts, even though like it was kind of frustrating, but like playing as Samaria was kind of fun. It's a Greek-centric game. Yeah, definitely, no, yeah, because it starts with the fall of the Diadochi, so it has to be a Greek-centric game. Rome definitely does get like massive bonuses though, because they like, with one exception, at least in this new patch, with one exception, Rome seems to have no issue expanding like as far as they do. Like, they don't get civil wars, they don't get any stability issues. I've rarely ever seen them get like revolts, so they've been buffed, I think. I mean, before this patch, manpower. Well, here's the thing: you don't need manpower. That's the thing. I don't think. I think that's it's probably more to Rome's benefit, though maybe not to the AI's benefit. But yeah, maybe they do have more manpower bonuses. I don't know. I sure as hell don't use manpower in most of my runs. It's all mercenaries or like expendable levies. Did I not move those troops? 417. I've got 3 years before I can declare where I'm Militos. Strange. Oh yes, and I've got another achievement to do as well. Yeah, I'm just reducing the amount of maintenance that I need to pay for some of these fortifications. I'm not sure if people know this, because I didn't really know how it worked until I hovered over a certain a tooltip. But you have a fort maintenance thing. You use them in multiplayer games, but you play Carthage a lot, so you spam elephants to never lose. No, I guess. I don't know. I always thought the best thing to do was to not get into battles, generally. Just siege stuff down with mercenaries. I think Carthage gets mercenary maintenance related stuff with their military traditions. Oh, I don't want to declare war on these guys. Alright. Okay. Stop. Pause. Oh shit, actually, I might want to that's about 50%. No. So fort maintenance. If you sometimes when you hover over the tooltip, because it doesn't pop up all the time. But if you look at this fort infrastructure capacity, so you'll probably notice in military traditions something referring to an increase in fort infrastructure capacity. Well, this is what it's referring to. So essentially, the more forts you build inside your territory, the more it contributes to your cap, or at least you want to be under the cap in order to avoid paying exorbitant amounts of money maintaining your fortifications. So essentially, each fort on its own costs 3 fort infrastructure. But every level above increases it by 1. So let's say you have like 2 level 2 fortifications. That's something like that's 8 fort infrastructure. So you're essentially because you've gone over fort infrastructure, because I think the base is usually 5. You're going to spend more money than you normally would maintaining those forts inside that province, because you have so many forts in such a small amount of space. There we go, 6 out of 6 fortifications, because we have 2 forts on their own, level 1 forts. If I can find a level 2 fort somewhere that I haven't destroyed, which I don't think I can. I've destroyed them all. It's very effective. But yeah, I'm not talking about this fortification thing. That's the thing that you're talking about with the these. That's zone of control. Okay, they're at war with Adresia again. Which means I don't have the mothball advantage with this. So I might as well just declare war now. So you actually play multiplayer. I'm not sure if I like multiplayer all that much because I play a lot of extremely disadvantaged nations like Samaria or Judea or you know, Arados. One of these Phoenician city-states. Those are like my favorite starts. So I don't think I'd appreciate like playing a major in a multiplayer game. I mean, I sure as hell wouldn't appreciate playing one of these guys in a multiplayer game because it'd be too slow. Or too fast, depending on what's happening, because there's a lot going on when you're playing as one of those small states. Alright. Yeah, no, for sure. Ah, oh, fuck, they hide mercenaries. Goddamn, I'm the only one that's supposed to do that. I move these guys back. Use those mercenaries. Nandos. Is it? Oh, that's good. Right. Okay, so I'm getting ticking war score because I actually haven't got the war goal. That's weird. I've never had to deal with that before. North Atlantic and New Zealand, Australia servers, really? I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Our internet's actually gotten much better since, well, in the last couple of years, so I think maybe that's what it is. those are the only two territories that I want, because I want them for the achievement. But I've got to siege down more stuff, because otherwise, I'm not going to get enough war score to take all the stuff that I need. Thrash, yeah. No, they used to have all of Macedon, but then the Romans came in, destroyed everything. Ouch. Thrace is dying. I think I can take the land now. Like I said, I don't want Thrace's stuff. The Celtic religion is spreading. Let's see, should I destroy some of these buildings? We need 15 spots. So 21 religious endowments. 21 building capacity worth of religious endowments. Oh no, 20 technically, because I've already got one fort down, so that's all good. So we just need 3 more religious endowments. In fact, I probably want to destroy some of these mercenaries because I don't need them anymore. Yeah, we'll keep those guys. Reduce fort maintenance, and there we go, perfect. Loyalty. Fucking hell. God damn. Disloyal people. Whatever. King Fenfi. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where the fuck these people come from? Make friends with this guy. Fuck. Yeah, I should have killed some of these people. I should have... Oh, fucking... It needs to be a purge. That's probably because I keep inviting all these people from the states that I capture. Cappadocia, Pontica. So it's up here. Legitimacy. No, I don't need legitimacy. Who needs legitimacy? So I just need to appease this guy, and then I can kick him out. How does he have... So his power base isn't actually all that strong, so why is his loyalty ridiculously, like... Jesus, minus 40. Is it because he's a potential heir? I think that might be it. Yeah, no, he is. It's because my guy doesn't have any... Oh, I know how I can fix this. Fixed. There we go. No loyalty issues. Oh no, I've gotten down to minus 100 legitimacy. It's no problem. The reason, I know what the reason was, is because these guys were pretenders to the throne. Nah, easy solution. No, I don't want to be this guy's friend anymore. I don't need him anymore. And I might actually start a civil war, just because I can. When does this end? 1 year to go. So I can finish this war and have the civil war. No problem. Oh no, the Bazoomids. Yeah, whatever. Oh, I guess, I don't know. Mark arrival. What do you mean by mark arrival? Do you mean, like, make arrival? Because I don't think I've ever seen that stop the civil war. Right, there we go. End of the war. Oh. Oh, right, because the allied said thrice, I need to just take more land, I guess. I'll just kill these guys. Slow it down. Go to the fortification and destroy that. Yeah, I don't know why that would happen. Wait, what? How can they refuse? Oh, I see. Oh, that's weird. So I actually have to take this out first as well. Does that give me the achievement, or where is it? Land of the Rising Sun. So Cilicia, which I believe. Oh shit! Fuck! Oh jeez, I have to fight Egypt. Fuck! Oh, I forgot about that. Oh shit! All right. Well, I'll do that then. Oh. Region. Yep. Also, I have to colonize this as well. Jesus. Fuck. Alright. Build some more navies. That's the only way we can defeat the Egyptians. We have to match their navy. Log. MIGB. Do you mean great power? Is that what you mean? I am a great power, so I can't actually ally. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Because I can hire some pirates. And that'll inflate my numbers, hopefully. Oh, shit. Alright, I just realized the time. I think... Yeah, I gotta go now. I'll be back in... I'll be back in an hour. So yeah.